WOGO, your sports station.
CFM Hockey is on the air. WOGO's coverage of the Sabres is brought to you by the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Royal Credit Union, Wynn Family Dentistry, Nicolay Bank, Weir's Gala Plumbing and Heating, Stelter Incorporated, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Northwestern Bank, Mauer Sperry Insurance, Quality Propane and Fuels, Metropolis Resort in Action City, Check Law Office, Post Glass and Mirror, and Bargain City Superstore. Now with the pregame show, here's the voice of the Sabres, Greg Stewart.
WOGO, your sports station.
Good afternoon. It's a great day for some girls hockey here at the Chippewa Ice Arena. Greg Stewart, along with the former captain of the Eau Claire Blue Gulls, Connie Feedy with me. And Connie, the Sabres, CFM Sabers taking on Brookfield today. Sabres coming off a opening game win last night over Arrowhead, 5-3, and looking to make it 2 in a row here today.
Absolutely, and they have a great opportunity to do that. You know, yesterday, Brookfield, they faced the Eau Claire Stars down the road, didn't come out with a win, and it'd be great for the BRC to get 4 solid wins, 2 for Sabres and 2 for the Stars versus this other conference. Brookfield
played at Hobbs last night, lost 6-2 to Eau Claire. They had 8 power play chances, went 1 for 8, and they were down 4-1 at the end of 2, and Eau Claire came out and kind of poured the pucks in the net with 4 unanswered goals, and then Brookfield scored, but they were behind the 8 ball throughout the night and wound up losing 6-2. Their coach, talked to him a little bit ago, Blake Ponish, and he said we just didn't have a whole lot of puck luck. The puck would hop over the stick, or it would be some crazy thing that would happen. So that happens too sometimes.
That does happen, and that's always frustrating and really deflating with the momentum that
right.
Teams really need to keep the wind in their sails. So absolutely, that can be very frustrating. But the CFM Sabers had an excellent first game yesterday. The freshmen stepped up, and the leaders of the team absolutely were. Riley Bigston, Avery Lindstrom, and Allison Zhu. They all 3 of those stepped up and really showed a lot of poise under pressure.
Absolutely, and I talked to Riley before the game, and she said, hey, we had first game jitters, so those are now gone. I think jitters are over, and we're now going to play some good hockey here for CFM. And Coach Michaela Hogan up with us in the booth. And, Coach, first game win, looking for 2 in a row here today, huh?
Yeah, girls feel good coming off of last night. Everybody seems well rested, got a good stretch in, so legs should be ready. Heard you mention the jitters. Most of those are washed out. We still have some nerves, but that's good. That means you care.
Exactly.
So excited to come out and kind of hit it hard again.
So what would you like to see improved in this game? Obviously, it's only the second game of the season. Where do you want to see some improvement from game 1?
I'd like you guys to turn off the hot mic that's catching the bench reactions, because listening back to some of it this morning, I could hear myself loud and clear chewing out my team on that 5-on-3
We can only
goal.
do so much.
It adds to the
We can only filter out so much here.
Our net presence in the D zone, right? Even watching back, the third goal, we had 2 players just skate by. Their girl camped out front, not really giving our goalie a chance. And there are multiple breakdowns like that where we're just getting our toes pointed to the corner instead of having a presence out and actually seeing what's coming into us. So that's something that we'll get addressed here shortly.
Yeah, I was going to kind of talk about that. The Eau Claire Stars played them yesterday, a comparable team to the Sabres usually. And they were outshot, pretty handedly. How are you guys going to be, trying to box out in front of the net and working on that?
Eau Claire outshot Brookfield.
I believe
38-25.
Oh, okay. I was given bad information.
I heard something like Brookfield had 58 shots on net, that is not what prep hockey reflects. Anyway, regardless.
Somebody's padding the stats here.
Even noticing out here, Brookfield had some larger bodies, right? So it's just definitely that presence of making sure our toes are pointed up ice. Trust me, we can rotate our torsos and see in the corner and still keep our feet and most of our body out in a presence. We have a tendency to get turned around and our belly button's facing our goalie, and then they have all the presence out in front. So just making sure we're there, we're clearing our house out. We got to protect that boxed-in area.
Well, I tell you what, we like what we saw from game 1. If that's the first step of the season, this team is going to make an impact, I think, this year.
Yeah, we just have to keep building off that third period. Our best players showed up there in the end, and we just have to start hot in the first. And we're in this bad way the last year of letting the other team get the jump on us and then having to play from behind. So we got to attack early, punch him in the face right off the bat, and get a leg up.
Yeah.
Punch him in the mouth. That's what we say.
Outside of the ref's viewpoint.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Thanks so much, and we'll talk with you after the game. Hopefully you'll win.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Michaela Hogan, head coach of the CFM Sabers, and it was just a lot of fun. I mean, we saw the Sabres fall behind last night early on to the Arrowhead team. They scored, what was it, 3:52 into the first period.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that just a shot from, just Aubrey, even talked about it, their coach afterwards, you heard just kind of, simple error, but like we talked about, pregame, the goalie makes a mistake, it's usually a goal.
Yep.
And this, it's a lot of pressure for them, but Aubrey's, solid, mentally tough. She came back and made some clutch saves after a while.
Yeah, she did. And then you have the two sensational sophomores. You got Lindstrom and Allison Zhu, Allison Zhu, who came down and tied it up, came down the left wing and had a beautiful shot. It sounded like this. Zhu beats the knee, moves in, and shoots and scores! Allison Zhu. Beautiful deke on the goaltender.
Yeah.
And it's 1-1. So, Allison Zhu, I mean, if you need a goal, you can count on Lindstrom or Zhu to find that goal for you.
Absolutely. They have a knack for scoring goals, and they both are so fast out there. And they caught the other team's D along with Riley, a little flat-footed yesterday, and we were able to get some offensive opportunities because of that. So hopefully we have that same experience today.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a little wider gap between the two teams. Suit me just fine, or at least get ahead and stay ahead here.
Yes.
But we'll see how it pans out. Brookfield coming in here. They are a 20-school co-op. 20 schools.
Isn't that just amazing? 20 schools. And you think this really populous area down there, they wouldn't need to do that. So there's probably one kid from one school, but yeah, that definitely makes for a complicated practice schedule, I'm sure.
Coach Ponish told me that they have some wide range geographically of schools, and it'd be 12 different players from 12 different schools, and they'd all be a great distance away, and just putting this whole thing together is quite a challenge. Just the getting all these players to play as one team has got to be a challenge.
Absolutely, and they have a deep roster. They have 20 on their varsity, and then they have another 19 separate players on their JV. So with those 20 schools, they have a really large depth, and I think that's something we saw yesterday with Arrowhead too, or CFM. We're 3 schools, 2 towns, and I think we have 15 on the varsity roster or something to that effect, including 2 goalies. So, it's not always a quantity; it's quality.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's what you do on the ice. But ice time is precious down there. They've got sometimes a 5:30 in the morning practice for this team, and they practice on studio ice at 9 o'clock or 9:30 on a Sunday night. So, I mean, that's dedication for these coaches and players.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just that rotating time on ice. At 5:30 in the morning, 9 at night. Yeah, hopefully
they're
not.
Sounds like youth hockey or something.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like youth hockey. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Brookfield today, they're also in the Eastern Shores Conference. We saw Arrowhead last night. Brookfield kind of finished in the bottom third of the Eastern Shores last year at 13-12, and CFM at 12-12. We'll get you the goalie matchup and the Toyson Ford keys to the game coming up. Want to thank our radio producer today, Colin Nichols, Sam Aberley here on video today on the YouTube channel. You can like us on YouTube and watch and hear the game any place that you have internet. And so we're ready to go with some high school girls hockey here this afternoon at the Chippewa Ice Arena. We'll take a break and back with more in 3 minutes here on WOGO Radio and YouTube TV.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menomonie. See you at the Y.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by December 9th. Receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/getchecking. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 12/9/25. Insured by NCUA.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our communities strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Just a few minutes from puck drop here today. CFM against the Brookfield Glacier, the co-op team out of southeast Wisconsin. Here's a goalie matchup for the Glacier. It's going to be the freshman Zoe Smiska. She has been, the first 2 games she's rotating with Georgiana Janet. Janet played last night, and Smiska is going to get the call today. So head coach Blake Ponish looking to see who's going to rise to the top here and be their number 1 goalie. And for CFM, it is the veteran, the senior Aubrey Dowd. She won last night. Her record last year, 12-11, .262 goals against average, and a .901 save percentage. Aubrey probably would like to have a goal or 2 back from last night. But, it's first game and stuff happens.
If you're view mirror, I think Coach Hogan talked about that, how much Aubrey's improved her mental game, being able to let go of that, move on, forget about it. And that is a life of a goaltender. You have to have a very short-term memory.
That is
Can't
for sure.
Focus on that next play mentality.
Yep. And this, as we've said last night, this is kind of a fun little mini tournament to start the season. Not a lot of pressure. Coaches get a chance to see their team and do a little upgrade or coaching as they go along the way, and it's not like conference or postseason play here.
Absolutely. It's I talked about it yesterday. We have a number of freshmen on the team, so it's great for them to get an opportunity in a non-conference game.
You got it. So, by the way, the goalie situation, they had a fantastic goaltender at Brookfield last year. Her name was Macy Blooming. She's playing college hockey at Aurora College in Illinois. But she was first-team All-State. She stopped the 4th most goals ever as a goaltender in girls hockey in the state. So they had a big hole to fill here.
Big hole to fill, absolutely. But, it sounds like they have 2 goaltenders that their coach can rely on. But let's hope the Cards, the Sabers, excuse me. Let's hope that they find that weak spot and just keep the puck going at their net.
Yeah, we saw some really good stuff from Zhu and Lindstrom and Riley Biskin, and some of these newcomers too have really good shots and they're good players.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Kinsley Cody with a couple of hard shots from the point. He's solid on that blue line.
So let's talk about our Toyson Ford keys to the game. You're going to find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Game 2 today. Connie, what are the keys to making this 2 in a row for CFM?
Yeah, they keep calming down the nerves. I know Coach Hogan thought they were all gone, but I guarantee that some of them are back.
Bit, yeah, right.
Yeah, we have some 14-year-old girls on the team. They're going to be nervous.
Sure.
And I think the other piece is hitting the net. We had, the post-game interview with Coach Hogan. We heard about, hitting the net. We saw Avery Lindstrom miss a couple of opportunities, golden opportunities, shooting high. Dial that in. We're going to have a lot more success and, get a nice cushion, of a lead.
Yeah, I think that'll come, too.
Absolutely.
It's first game, you're going to miss the net more than you would deeper into the season.
Absolutely. So. You're finding your groove with your teammates too. You can tell Avery and Allison skate together a lot.
Yep.
But you're adding a third person you don't know. Same with the D partners. They're new to each other as well. So all of that's going to start to really groove in the next couple of games here.
All right, well, there you go. Our Toyson Ford keys to the game, brought to you by the dealer, where you will find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Our officiating crew today, we have Sean Albrecht and Grady Richards as referees, and Ryan Cisco is our linesman here today. Tim Bowman taking the day off after falling a few times.
Yeah, he might be icing his hip at home.
We were talking about that up here. There is a little humor to it, but it can make you a little sore when you
absolutely
you don't have the pads as a referee that you have as a player out there.
No, you don't, and you're not expecting to fall. As a player, you can anticipate that. Okay, there's gonna be an impact here. I might go down and brace your body for it, but. Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to say there's some chips in the ice.
Yeah, exactly. We love you, Tim. Good job. Teams are on the ice. The Glacier out of Brookfield, the co-op team, wearing the blue sweaters, dark blue sweaters with the powder blue trim, and the blue breezers, and CFM in the home white sweaters here today with the black and red trim. And we are about ready to go here with the opening lineups. So let's go to the voice of the Chippewa Ice Arena, Tom Voidle, with this afternoon's opening lineups.
First introducing the starting line for the Brookfield Glacier. In goal, number 30, Zoe Smiska. The defenseman, number 12, Emily Lenz. And number 19, Grace Eckert. The center, number 14, Dea Tuska. And the wings, number 7, Madeline McLeod. And number 26, Ella Vranek. And the rest of the Glacier, along with their head coach, Blake Panish, and assistant coaches Hadley Malkinson, Brian Qualkamp, and Jacob Baxter. And now we're introducing the starting line for the Chippewa Falls-Menomonie McDonald Sabers. In goal, number 30, Aubrey Dowd. The defenseman, number 8, Riley Biskin. And number 10, Taylor Geisler. The center, number 2, Avery Lindstrom. And the wings, number 16, Allison Gzoo. And number 25, Brooke Brovald. And the rest of the Sabres, along with their head coach, Michaela Hogan, and assistant coach, Ryan Kelv.
There you go, our starting lineups. Drop of the puck, just minutes away here on WOGO Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. We'll take a break and be back.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry.
Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season.
Go Cards and go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Pass ahead for LeMay. Here he comes. Jackson moves in. He's a shot. Oh, it goes in! Jackson LeMay just toasted the goaltender for the Ames, and the guy is just burning it up on the ice.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
High school hockey live on WOGO Radio and YouTube TV, our YouTube channel today, CFM and the Brookfield Glacier. By the way, the JV team lost, dropped 3-0 decision to Brookfield earlier today. So JV 1-1, varsity trying to go 2-0. It is Zhu, Lindy, and Brobold left to right. Up top for Michaela Hogan, defensively Biskin and Geisler, and we are underway as CFM tosses this one into the Brookfield zone, but quickly it is cleared back out at the south end of the barn. So CFM trying to peel it out and work it up the ice themselves. Here is Biskin. Hands off left side for Zhu. She goes cross ice this time for Brooke Brovold. Brovold got it in deep and a chance on the corner of the net. Now comes back. This one loaded up by Biskin. Riley shot knocked down in front. And it's going to be the Glacier bringing it out. Here they come across the line. It is Emily Lenz. Lenz got in about 6 feet, then dropped the puck, had it poke checked off her stick. And Libby Wench trying to work it in deep, and a centering pass. Oh, what a great chance right in front of Smieska, the goaltender. They had Olivia Hare right on the doorstep.
Great
she took
pass
a whack
from
at it.
Libby.
It was right out of the corner. And a great chance and a good stop there by the freshman goaltender, Zoe Smieska. Now the face-off inside the Glacier zone, quickly tossed toward the corner of the net, but ricocheted wide. And CFM trying to corral it in the right wing corner. Here is the Glacier. Worked up on the half wall and in the Glacier defensive zone, and they're going to be able to chip it across the blue line and down the center circle. Bringing it across the line is Mead on this second line. Fuchs, Schultz, and Mead on the second line for first-year head coach Blake Punish. Just a minute and a half gone here in the first period, no score, as CFM looks for a second straight victory here this afternoon. Shots are 2-0 right now early on. And here is a shot by the Glacier. It was picked off by Schultz, and that one came off the shoulder of Aubrey Dowd. Another shot on net, and Dowd will put the glove over that and hang on here with the face-off. Couple of quick shots on net by the Glacier.
Yeah, a little miscues down there, defensive zone, but Aubrey stood tall, got both of those. Got a nice shoulder on the first shot there. The second shot, I think, was an easy save. But
I think she's going to settle in this second game.
Absolutely.
She looked a little jittery in the first.
Yeah, first game your senior year, you know.
Right, yeah. 15:06 left of the first period here. And it's going to be taken by Geisler. She backs in behind her own cage. They can't clear. Cut off there. Now it's loose. And we've got a penalty coming up right here. And an elbow call, and that's going to go against the Sabers. So early on, Sabers gave up a couple of power play goals last night. And they get a call right here. So the first power play, again, similar to last night, will go to the opposition.
Yeah, they called it on Avery Lindstrom. Yeah, you know what? I guess I missed it. I tend to miss the ones against the Sabres.
You're biased. That's okay.
Yeah.
You don't mind.
Yep.
So 4 players out there, 5-on-4 right now. The Glacier have it. They play catch off the far dasher. And it is going to be McLeod with a chance. And that one kicked off and hit the netting behind Aubrey Dowd. So Pisher out there along with Zhu. Zhu's going to take the draw here. And Riley Biskin on this group, and Cody, Kensley Cody. And the puck driven into the right wing elbow here. The Glacier setting up their umbrella and being harassed as they tried to shoot the puck in. And Cody able to clear that one, hops over the stick of the defenseman. And they'll have to set it up back out of neutral ice. Minute 25 left to go here in the first penalty of the game. 14:15 on the game clock. The puck in the left wing corner. Now it's steered back up on top and off the skate of Kinsley Cody, and she'll corral it and throw it all the way down the ice. So we're down to about a minute left to go in the power play for the Glacier. It is Zhu, the chaser, in the Glacier zone, and now they pop it across the line, and it's going to be carried in by Eckert. Eckert had it poke checked off her stick, and this one is dumped again down the ice as we get down to 45 seconds left to go in the Glacier power play. Here is Dowd for the Gals in blue. Big number 55, Maggie Chandler, in the mix as well, as she's on the wall at neutral ice, and here comes Dowd across the line. Here's now Eckert. Eckert back to Chandler. Here is Jenna Schultz for the Glacier. Schultz in the right wing corner. Back up on top. Now they'll go near side for Eckert. Eckert turns, fires a shot, and man, that was a lot of traffic out in front of Dowd. I'm surprised she saw it. It looked like it was aimed for the right post. And somehow she found the rock as it came in and made the save with 13 seconds left to go.
Excellent job. You know, first shot on the power play for the Brookfield, and it looked like it was going to go right in, but thankfully Aubrey got a piece of that and saw it.
Glacier wins the draw, and back up on top for Schultz with a hard wrist shot. It's going to be cleared out of the pack and dumped, and that will do it for the power play. So the Glacier 0 for 1 with a decent chance on one of the shots. And here they come back into the CFM zone. Bounced off the wall right in front of Dowd. She'll turn that one off to her left, and the breakout pass here ahead for Avery Lindstrom was a fresh set of legs out of the box. She'll roll it around the wall. It comes on the right side for Brovold. And CFM tries to get organized inside the zone, but it's cut off and clear back through neutral. And weaving her way up the ice is Tosca for Brookfield. Drops this one left wing elbow. It's going to come around. They try to work it around the fence all the way back to their D, and it's right along the blue line. A nice keep there for a moment by Savage, Dylan Savage, the defenseman, right wing defenseman. Shots 4-3 now for the Glacier off the power play, and this one slowly slides toward the net, and Dowd is going to cover that one up for the faceoff here. 11:59 left to go in the first period. We're scoreless here at the Chippewa Ice Arena. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and very proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. There's a bouncer. Came in from the point by Savage. Those can really tie goaltender
Those
up.
are tough ones for goaltenders, absolutely.
Now it is Biskin. Hammers this one off the wall. It's going to carry him all the way back into the Glacier zone. Tracked down there by Savage. She'll turn to her right. Guns one up the ice. It's loose out at neutral ice. And offsides, should have been an offsides call there. And no call right there. And it's Pisher. Evelyn with the dump all the way down. And there's an icing call, so it's going to wind up at the CFM end of the ice for the draw.
Yeah, we were on the penalty kill there, but since then we haven't got the momentum back to get the play down in the offensive zone. We've been doing a lot of running around and throwing the puck here. Let's settle down, control the play, get a nice breakout and a zone entry, and start playing some good Sabres hockey.
Feels kind of like a slow start to this game for
yeah,
CFM.
it does.
It?
And Coach talked about that. How her team needs to get behind the 8 ball, and then they go hard.
Right. 11:15 and counting left to go. First period. Shots 5-3 in favor of the Glacier. Well, let's see if they can turn it on. Here is Zhu. Finds the tape of Brooke Grovold. Dances across the line. Got a shoulder from the Glacier player. Drove her into the wall. That was Eckert.
Ooh,
and the puck loose in behind. Smystra, the goaltender.
No one out front.
Yep, and here is McLeod, first line wing for the Glacier. McLeod harassed as she came in, got the stick of Biskin on the puck, and this is Geisler. Geisler by herself skating up into the Glacier zone, and she's going to exit stage right for her time on the bench here. And the change complete with Ellie Ash on the ice right now. Ash sets up on the right post, right point, I should say. And this one is dumped all the way down by the Glacier, but not deep enough for icing. Cody looking up the ice, trying to work the breakout pass, and this one bounces off the wall on the far side. Going to be collected by the Glacier. They've got it in their own zone. Here is Punish, the head coach's daughter, Alyssa Punish, and she had it in the corner. Now coughs it up. It's loose in front of the net. Here's a shot taken through traffic, ricocheted onto the right wall. Evelyn Pisher with the wrist shot, and it's loose inside the Glacier zone. Going to be tracked down there by Punish. And she gives it up to Dowd, and Dowd's got it right now. Turns, tries to work it up the wall on the near side. And Chandler's going to have it now for the Glacier. Can't clear, comes back to the point. Cody fanned on it just a little bit, chopped at it. And it is Savage who will weave her way up the ice and then taken away by CFM. Avery Lindstrom. Lindstrom comes in, the sophomore with a wrist shot. He's got a heavy shot. That one landed on the shoulder of Smystra. And this one is cleared back out to neutral ice and bounces off the dasher of the far side. Again, Lindstrom trying to do it by herself in the corner and couldn't get past the defense for the Glacier. Bodies flying all over the place right now. The Glacier have it, and it's going to be ridden out of the zone by Varanek. Ella Varanek has it in the left wing corner. Biskin catches up to her and forces her into the elbow, and here is Varanek again. She's wheeling and dealing. Varanek turns, fires a shot through traffic, and swallowed up there by Dowd.
Yeah, thankfully the Brookfield player just missed that tip that would have redirected it over Dowd's shoulder. But, we saw just a little bit ago Avery Lindstrom's quick release. Just coming down, you don't even think she's going to be firing, and then boom.
Yep.
And, I think the goalie got lucky and hit her.
8 1/4 left to go, first period here at the Chippewa Ice Arena. Game 2 of the season for CFM. The boys will get things started next weekend against Baldwin Woodville and Neenah here at home. Breakout pass for Olivia Hare. Catches up to her, is a little bit behind her, and we've got a stoppage of play right here.
Maybe offsides.
Yep. 8:08 left to go. First period, no score. Zeros up on the board. CFM and Brookfield Well, your shopping adventure awaits at Bargain City Superstore. New items added every day and amazing deals on furniture and appliances and home goods and clothing and so much more. Name brands at fractions of retail price. Bargain City Superstore, Eau Claire, Rice Lake, next to Micon Cinemas in Chippewa Falls. Bargain City Superstore. Here's the puck just inside the CFM defensive zone. Taylor Geisler retreats, picks it up, clears out the center, but the Glacier have it right now. Kicked off the blade of Olivia Hare, and she's going to come off here on the change, about due for that change. And Lindstrom's line back out. Avery quickly into the mix in the left wing corner. Tries to knock the puck down. She falls over the Glacier player, and that was Lucy Welch. And Lindstrom fell over her, and the puck slides loose on the near wall. On the half boards now, the Glacier D zone. This one goes cross ice. Geisler trying to catch up to it, but couldn't quite get there in time. And Allison Zhu is right there. Picks up the rock, throws it left wing corner. 7 minutes exactly to go here in the first period. A very quick period. We had one penalty against CFM, and that's been about the only thing that slowed things down. Here is Evelyn Pisher. Pisher banged up against the wall.
Brookfield got a penalty here.
And yeah, they had a little too physical in there.
Yeah.
On Evelyn and tied her up and
just pushed Brooke Broval just down too in front of the net.
So we're going to get power play for CFM here. Interference the call. So we'll match up the power plays. Brookfield with their first, went 0 for 1. Let's see what CFM can do on the power play. Last year at 17.6%. I know Michaela Hogan would like to see that improve this year. Brookfield, by the way, went 1 for 8 on the power play against Eau Claire last night. CFM sets it up. They work it left side of the circle. Left wing circle. Avery Lindstrom with a shot. That one was gloved and hung on to by Smiska. So Lindy will be back at the dot now, and she'll wing this one in the left wing corner for Allison Zhu. Zhu's got it right now, floats in behind the net. Now works it back and just beyond the reach of Riley Biskin. Biskin was set up at the high slot, and that one was beyond her reach. So Riley goes back. She sure does. Riley goes back to her own zone as they try to set things up here on the power play. Avery Lindstrom is pestered as she went back by Schultz of the Glacier. Now she skates away from her, and a potential 4-on-2 here. They work it for Zhu. She worked it off to the right wing side for Cody, and that one kind of broke down as it came in, and Zhu has got it right now for Lindstrom. Quickly on the ice is Wench on a player change here. Wench has got it. Tries to work it back to the point on the near side. Now it floats back into the right wing half wall. Cody is there, dangles, and then drops that one off the cage, off the wall, I should say. And this one goes past Riley Biskin again. That one kind of hopped over her stick, and so she's got to retreat to her own zone. Lifts it high, and it hits the rafters, and that will draw the whistle right here.
Yeah, the face-off will be in our zone, unfortunately.
Well, what do you think on that power play?
You know, I think they had an opportunity. Allison made a great centering pass to Brooke Broval, but unfortunately she didn't connect on it, and that's what led to the, having to regroup because it went out of the zone. They've had some looks, but got to settle down and just get some magic happening.
Exactly. Yeah. Power play is something that just takes a lot of work, doesn't it, early on in the season?
Yeah, absolutely. You think you have this huge advantage when, yes, it is an advantage, but you have to, maximize it.
Right. 30 seconds left to go in the Sabres man advantage here. Let's see if they can get something cooking in the final seconds. Here they come. Here is Lindstrom's centering pass and cut off by the defenseman. Very nicely done that time by the Glacier defenseman Dylan Savage. And that will just about run out the power play. Only 6 seconds left to go in the man advantage. And Lindstrom's line is off, so we'll settle back in 5-on-5 here with 4:40 left to go as the puck is out of play here. Stelter Incorporated works every day to bring you the absolute highest quality and longest lasting concrete with a fleet of dump trucks and drivers at your service. 3 generations of turning dreams into reality, and always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. They'll drop it right at center ice. And it is Libby Dowd for Brookfield, who's going to carry it across the blue stripe. Goes into the left wing corner. Into the scrum is Kensley Cody. Got to see her for the first time last night. Nice shot for Cody last evening. And, here's a stop by Dowd, and she'll hang on. These freshmen, Cody and Provold, pretty impressive young players.
Yeah, Libby Winch is out there as well. Great job. It's a testament to the youth program. You look at it feeds both Eau Claire Stars and CFM Sabers, and that youth program is feeding some really great freshmen on both sides.
Absolutely. 4:18 left to go as we're back to action here at the Chippewa Ice Arena. And this one lifted up and out, hit off the stick of the Glacier defenseman. That was Lenz, and the Glacier have it back in their own zone. Now they'll work it up the ice. Here is Tosca. Tosca carried the puck along the blue line and then just feathered that one in left wing corner, but the Glacier get there first. Taylor Geisler spun around a little bit but got the puck on the left wing wall. But here is the Glacier. They've got it high in the slot. Soft pass cut off by Biskin, and she'll lead the team back down to the Glacier zone. Biskin with that long reach, got a handle on the puck, hammers one wide of the cage. That one will ricochet out of the left wing corner for Olivia Hare. Hare now will back off, look for an opening. Tried to hit the stick of Evelyn Pisher, who was between the wheels, but that didn't connect, and it's cut off. And here is McLeod, who's going to carry it into the CFM zone. McLeod turned, went to the net, and then was upended as she came in, and this is going to draw a call right here against CFM.
Yeah, I think against Olivia Hare, just physical play there, trying to make sure that your team doesn't get scored on. We'll take that penalty, and unfortunately it's going to put us down, so hopefully our penalty kill here is ready to go.
Tripping ball, so the Glacier will have their second power play of the night. 8 power plays last night against Eau Claire. Only one time they found the back of the net.
And they only found one shot last penalty or power play that they had, and we had one shot as well.
So they win the draw, all-important win in the CFM zone. And here is Schultz. Schultz, bottom of the circle for the Glacier. Throws it down low, takes a return pass, loose out in front, cleared but not out. Back of the point is Dowd, loaded one up, and that's cut off by the Sabres, and they'll bring it out to neutral right now. And a scramble for it just below our booth right here with 1.5 minutes left to go in the power play. 2:40 on the game clock remaining in the first, and it was tied up along the wall, and so they'll whistle this one.
Give us a nice opportunity to change up the lines here.
So on the kill unit for Michaela Hogan, it is Avery Lindstrom out there along with Cody, Riley Biskin, and Allison Zhu. Got outstanding skaters, speed on this kill unit.
Nice thing about them being on the kill is they have a lot of speed and a lot more open ice.
Yeah, and shorties are not out of the question.
No, not with those two on the ice. Yep.
Here is McLeod. Jitterbugs up the ice into the left wing corner. And McLeod's just going to carry behind the net. Then it was cut off and stolen away by the Sabres and cleared. And
excellent clear.
Yep, that will take a few more seconds off the clock here. 2:05 and counting left to go. First period, no score. CFM and the Glacier. Both teams looking for a big win today. Brookfield dropped one last night, so they'd like to even up their record. And CFM, after dropping the first 2 last season, would love to go 2-0 this year. Glacier taking their time out of their own zone, and errant pass ahead, head-manning pass, that's cut off by Biskin, hammered it off the window, but Glacier have it again. They collect it with 28 seconds left to go. Now it's up along the CFM blue line, and here is Tosca. Across the line, hands off to her right, and Mead with a hard shot, heavy shot. That one glanced off the window, and it's going to be dumped into the left wing corner. Now it comes around and cleared by Biscuit. 7 seconds left to go in the power play.
Yeah, Aubrey Dowd did a great job there challenging that shooter. She hit wide of the net because took off that angle.
1:05 left to go here in the first period. We're 5-on-5 hockey. Still scoreless. Shots are 8-6 in favor of the Glacier. And Brookfield's got it right now. On the forecheck, it is Pischer. Evelyn's got it. Top of the circle. Goes cross ice for Cody.
Nice hard
One-timer. And the Smieska went out to stop it. The puck's, though, still loose. Comes back. Here is Biskin with a shot. That hit traffic out in front. Down to the final seconds of the period here. One-timer. Again, traffic. Bounced off a player out in front. And it's going to be Tosca who's got it. Carries it out of harm's way in her own zone with 22 seconds left to go. Glacier will work it back D to D here. And it's tipped ahead for Fuchs. Fuchs had it stolen off her stick, plucked off her stick. And here is Allison Zhu. Zhu with a chance, but it was 1-on-5. And Smieska angled that one left wing corner. And we go down to a couple of seconds left. And that will do it for the first period.
Yeah, really even period, I would say, pretty good. The Sabres did go on the penalty kill twice, so that's going to scale the shots, I think, in Brookfield's favor. But however, I think it was a good even period of hockey. A lot of ebbs and flows and kind of like momentum shifted a little bit throughout the period. But
yeah, and I think the Sabres had a soft period as far as their intensity here.
Yeah,
they could use a little pumping up in the locker room here in the first intermission, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they don't like the afternoon games, maybe, where we do.
Sometimes it can be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. You're used to being in school right now, but they did a good job. Not letting anything get past their goaltender. But yeah, I would agree. We talked about at the beginning of the period how it just felt like they didn't find that spark, but maybe they need to let one goal in so they can kind of work hard and get a little sense of urgency. So
no goals right now. It's scoreless after one period. CFM and Brookfield. Our coverage continues in a moment from the Chippewa Ice Arena. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO Radio and our YouTube channel. We'll be back in a moment.
There's nothing like a hot shower on a cold morning. Except when that shower isn't hot. If it's time for a new water heater, call the pros at Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Wurzgala installs electric heat pump water heaters that save on energy and provide faster recovery time for hot water. Call for details. Make sure there's plenty of hot water for everyone. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating at 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
At the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, your wellness journey starts today. With no joiner's fee, no contracts, and no long-term commitments. The only commitment we ask for is the one you make to yourself. Whether you're hitting the gym, taking a swim, or finding your community in a class, the Y is here to support your goals your way. Join today at ymca-cv.org. That's ymca-cv.org, because your best self starts here.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by December 9th. Receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/getchecking. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 12/9/25. Insured by NCUA.
Well, no score after one period here at the Chippewa Ice Arena. Great to have you along at CFM Hockey. Greg Stewart and Connie Feedy here. Our radio producer is Colin Nichols, and the grip for the video part is Sam Aberley, and always fun to get reaction to that. Had a picture of a hunting party watching the game last night, and people in Arrowhead watching the game. So, yeah, make sure you comment on our YouTube channel. Love to know who you are and where you are and how we can serve you better with hockey here and sports on WOGO, our sports channel. Well, one period in the books. Shots 9-6. Glacier had a couple of power plays, but still no damage up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that I guess we haven't allowed anything against us, but like you said, we have to find a little bit more of a spark or connection. We've had some good chances, but unfortunately in front of the net, one, their goaltender came up huge opening sequence of the game on a one-timer opportunity from Libby to Olivia Hare. But other than that, we've missed a few shots, that we've got to connect on those one-timers. I do think some of that is still, a freshman thing and just, learning a new position or, just getting used to it. And, it's like, oh my gosh, I might score my first goal, the varsity goal.
Yeah,
and
that is a big moment for a player.
Absolutely. It's a huge moment and just a little bit of panic. But, yeah, hopefully, it's going to get better in the second period and we'll see more shots on net and challenge his goaltender. She's a freshman herself, so it'll be interesting to see, what the team can pull together.
Yeah, and Aubrey Dowd, I think, in my opinion, has settled down from last night a bit. She looks a little more poised out there, a little less nerves for her today.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's good.
Yep. And, she's a great goaltender, so it's great to see her playing her A game. And, the Sabres are lucky to have her, anchoring the defensive core there. They have a good defensive core and then a great goaltender to back them up. And she's made some good saves here. Excellent shoulder save that she made, and then that one that I don't know how she saw coming in. She must have been bent over in half with her eyes on the ice level to see that just sneaking through. Because I thought that was, like you said, just going to sneak right through on that far right side.
Had seeing eyes, but didn't make it in.
No, Aubrey snapped that one right up.
Yep. So Brookfield here today. Arrowhead, the team we played last night, playing at Eau Claire against the Stars today, and we just kind of looked in on the video there, and it looks as if they're still in the JV game.
Yeah, it looks like they're still playing JV over there. So,
so we won't have a final probably for that one for you, but
no. But it'll be interesting to see how Arrowhead fares against the Eau Claire Stars. Yeah, Stars have some good freshmen on their team as well. They Addie Parker's a defenseman, and then Kessia up there on forward.
Yeah.
When she hits the net,
she had a goal or two last night.
Yeah, she had 2 goals. Yep. So, when that puck hits the net from her, she's got a good, hard shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a big battle in the BRC this year.
Absolutely. You get the Fusion.
Eau Claire and St. Croix Fusion.
Yes, and the Western Wisconsin Stars, you can't look past them.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yes, absolutely. And, if you win the conference, then you got to get through, sectionals to get to state, and it's a tough go when you have Superior up there. And Superior, they're
not in the conference, but boy, they can make some noise up there.
They can make some noise up there, and they have a lot of solid players that play for Team Wisconsin, and a lot of girls that play for the Wheel that could, if they so wanted to play at a higher level, and just a lot of young talent on their roster as well.
All right, we're getting you ready for the second period, just minutes away here, as CFM and Brookfield are scoreless after one period here. CFM trying to win their second straight coming out of the gate here in the 25-26 season. Well, keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. So open an account at rcu.org or at any office insured by NCUA. Greg and Connie up here. Sam to my right. Colin Nichols back in the WOGO Communication Center. We'll all take a break and be back in just a moment for the puck drop. Period number 2 ahead here on WOGO. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel. We'll be back.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our communities strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. My husband and I are lifelong residents of Chippewa Falls, and as Chi-Hi alumni, we are proud to support all Chippewa Falls athletics and activities. Chippewa Falls really is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I've been helping people buy and sell houses in Chippewa Falls for over 25 years. If you are ready to make a move, call or text me at 715-577-HOME. You can also find me on Facebook or at hollybovey.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-Hi and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Pass ahead for LeMay. Here he comes. Jackson moves in. Fires a shot. Oh, it goes in! Jackson LeMay just toasted the goaltender for the Abes, and the guy is just burning it up on the ice.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Well, new sheet of ice out there now, and we are ready for the second period. Scoreless Brookfield and CFM here this afternoon at the Chippewa Ice Arena. We'll get our first look at the boys team next weekend. Same scenario. It's going to be a Friday night game, that with Baldwin Woodville, and then Saturday at 1 o'clock, 12:40 pregame, Cardinal Countdown pregame against Neenah, another co-op team, and Baldwin Woodville coming in on Friday night. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know, Baldwin Woodville, they had several players that were in their football program. They almost made it to the state championship game, so they're just getting on the ice over there for some of their players. And
Both teams had very successful seasons last year for hockey.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how Baldwin did. So.
Yeah, they were, I think, ranked in the top 6 at the end of the season.
In Division 2.
In Division 2.
Yep.
And Nina was in the top 6 in Division 1.
Yeah, Nina's a formidable opponent. Yes.
Season.
They have some really great younger talent that is, coming down or coming up, I should say. So that'll be a tough battle. And then, it's always a challenge to play potentially a lower level team like Baldwin.
Yep.
And then to come back and play a very skilled team.
Exactly.
That is going to be a challenge for the Chi-High Cards, absolutely.
So Matt Lukowitz in his second season will get a look at his crew in a week here. A lot of
See
fun.
what they can do. Hopefully the ice here is frozen now that the compressor's been fixed at the
Yeah,
rink. I know
beautiful.
yesterday behind
Update.
that net over there down by the American flag, it's a little wet behind the net.
Okay.
So maybe that would come to our favor.
That was a challenge, I think, in the game last night with Arrowhead.
For Arrowhead, they
parts of the game
worked out well for the Sabres.
It did. Here we go, back to action, and on the draw here to open up the second period, and the Sabres backpedaling to their own zone to try to clear it out here early on. Greg and Connie with you here. Sam to my right, and Colin Nichols, our radio
Offsides.
producer. That's clearly offsides, and Ryan Cisco, the linesman's going to call that one here. 16:32 left to go in the period, and the drop at the dot outside the Sabres D zone.
Sabres just need a spark. We got to get on behind that goaltender, and I think then it's just going to be like having a lot more fun and getting some more opportunities. Oh, darn.
Yeah, there's an icing call.
No, they waved it off.
That. Wow.
We'll take that.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
a gift right there.
Yes.
Riley Biskin dumped it deep, and it looked like a clear icing call, but no call, so we can attack and work the puck in deep, and we've got it right now. Left wing corner, 16-12 and counting.
Right there.
Left to go. Oh, centering pass. Oh, man, on the right post was Brooke Grobold. Tried to backhand one in. That one was right on the tape.
Just over the net.
Just missed it over the crossbar. And it's Tosca's got it right now for Brookfield. She tried to walk to her own cage and open up a lane, but was closed down, and a scramble for it on the right corner boards. This one is cycled back down by Lindstrom.
Yeah, Brooke wasn't there, though, so it was just a pass to the wrong team.
Yep. Tosca has it and will feed it out of the zone and dumped in on the left wing side. Long change now on the deep pair for CFM at this end of the ice. Here is Lindstrom. Lindy will carry it across the blue stripe, stops right there, opens up some ice, now backhands it in behind the cage. Chasing it down is Olivia Hare. Hare was pestered as she came behind on the goal line, and this one floats all the way down. Let's see if they'll call icing on this one, and they do. So we get the gift of icing, and no icing and icing calls here early on in the second period.
You know, what an improvement already just from the first period where Brooke had some centering passes, wasn't able to connect. Here she connected, and really a great redirected it back towards where the goalie wasn't going to be, and just slipped over the top of the net.
15:02 on the clock here in the second period as the puck
Right here.
is glanced down to the left wing corner, and a centering pass for Olivia Weinsch. She was right on the doorstep, but tossed it into the goaltender, Smiska. This is Schultz for Brookfield. She'll walk it across the line into the attacking zone on the half wall. Picked up there and feathered toward the wall, but softly, so it's grabbed by Weinsch and left in the zone. Backpedaling. The Sabres can't clear it. Olivia Hare kind of fanned on it just a little bit there, and the Glacier, it hopped over the stick, and that allows Evelyn Pischer to come out with it and hammer it off the wall into the left wing corner. 3 minutes, approximately 3 minutes gone here in the period. Shots are 9-7 in favor of the Glacier that had a couple of power plays, just one for CFM. Fuchs will carry this one to the blue line, dump it in, and exit to the bench for a line change here. Tapped off the stick of Lindstrom on the breakout pass, and this one will be slung into the left wing corner. Now it comes from left to right. Trying to track it down is Lindstrom up against the body of McLeod, who's got a few inches on her. Also coming in is Welch for Brookfield, but peeled off the wall by Lindstrom. Wanted to pass it, lost the puck. It came back to the point. Here's a one-timer right there by Ellie Ash. Now it's going to come over for Biskin through traffic. And the goaltender Smieska found it as it came through a couple of bodies. Grabbed it out of the air, and she'll hang on here with 13-17 left to go, second period.
Yeah, great glove save there by the Glacier goaltender.
Lindstrom on the draw for CFM, and a quick shot.
Brooke
there by
got another
Brooke
one.
Grobold,
Yes.
the right wing, who was camped out in front of the goaltender, and again,
got a piece of that one.
stood it up and held on to the rock here.
Shots are now even, 9-9. Let's keep going. Keep the pressure up.
Lindstrom.
Here we go.
Got it back to the point. Sliding over is Geisler, looking for an open shooting lane, and this one is dropped back on the INT by Brookfield. So it is Biscuit who has to go back in her own zone. They try to get something out in front. Cut off there by Brovold. She was harassed as she went in the left wing corner. And now it's Lindstrom. Going to pick it up and trip. And we have a call. Yes, we have a delayed call right here. Allison Hughes got the puck. Now he finally touched up by the Glacier. And that will put CFM on the power play.
See if Coach Hogan's going to keep that first line out there, or she's going to make a shift change. I don't know. Be great to see Avery and Allison on that power play.
Shift,
yeah.
So do all you can just to catch your breath here, and it looks as if she's going to keep that unit out.
Yeah.
That was just hard work by Lindy
yes.
on the breakout that caused that penalty.
Yep, absolutely.
Second power play of the night for CFM.
Great face-off win.
Yep, clean win, right back
there.
to the point. One-timer and a kick save off the pad, the right pad of Smieska into her mitt. Great shot from the right point by Kinsley Cody there. And we're back at the dot in the right wing circle for the face-off.
Another good face-off win.
Same thing. Here is Cody. This time she'll go to Biskin, hand it off to Riley, the senior. One-timer, and it's loose out in front. A scramble for it, and Smieska gets the leather on it right there.
Brooke had another shot on net. You know, a lot of shots on net for our freshman today. That hopefully she gets one past this goaltender here. Gets her first varsity goal.
Finally, shots in favor of CFM. 12-10 now. We trailed most of the game. Now they'll move it over to the left circle inside the attacking zone for the Sabres. Here is Allison Zhu and a one-timer. Kind of double clutched on that one. That threw the goaltender off a little bit.
Yeah, I think it did. It hit the goaltender's blocker into her glove, and I think she even was like, where is this puck?
And Smieska made the save. 12-18 left to go.
Keep going. Yep. Nice face-off win again.
Offensive zone wins, and I think that's 4 in a row now for us.
Yes.
Here is Riley Biskin. Loads one up, but right in the gullet of Smieska.
We're letting this goalie get a little too confident,
right.
you know, and you don't want to get a hot
Not making
goaltender.
her move too much. We're trying to get some screens out in front of her, some bodies in her visual look at the puck, but not making her move too much right now. Here is CFM again, winning the draw, turning, firing is Zhu. That would kick right back to her off the ricochet. Now she'll go cross ice. One-timer on net from Lindstrom.
Right into the goalie.
Right there, the goaltender hugging that right post.
I think Avery was wanting to get it above the goaltender's shoulder, but just went right into the emblem there, the Glacier emblem.
So the face-off in the Glacier zone again. Man, we've spent a lot of time in this zone recently. Just camping down there.
Another face-off win.
Yep, Lindstrom's got it. Now works it to Allison, and her shot deflects into the netting behind the tender. So we'll keep it at the south end of the barn here. The Glacier D zone. Shots now 17-10, Connie. They were quite a bit in front of us.
This has been a very productive power play here. You know, we still have a minute left. Had several shots on net, controlling the face-offs, which is huge.
Pedals, now goes off to her right for Cody.
Here we go.
And it's going to be taken on the left side by the Sabres by Lindstrom. She
Yeah, the goaltender just followed her right across nicely when Lindstrom went across.
Yep.
Yesterday she scored on that against Arrowhead against a solid goaltender, but freshman stood tall here and matched her speed.
Another save by the
Another face-off win.
Yep. It's like 7 in a row now for CFM. Battle for it in behind the goal, the Brookfield goal, and it's going to be pulled back by CFM. Here's a one-timer to the net. Backhand try of the rebound for Lindstrom. That one hit a player out in front. Riley Biskin trying to dump the puck in the left wing corner as she had a player in front of her, and this one's going to finally pop out. And for the first time in several minutes, almost 2 minutes, CFM is back in their own zone, but Biskin's right there.
Coast to coast, Riley here.
Biskin in
See
the
what
right
she's
wing
doing.
corner.
Right
Stops,
center.
centering pass, and here is a shot that ricocheted off a player out in front. Going to be corralled by Winch. Now they'll go cross ice for Biskin.
Right
Tries
there.
to find a forehand shot. That one through traffic into the right wing corner and loose. And finally Brookfield back to even strength here as CFM spent most of that shift, that power play in the Brookfield zone. This one ricochets left wing corner. Brookfield's got it right now. The Glacier lifts that one high on the boards on the half wall here. And the zone's going to be kept by Kinsley Cody. With 10-12 left to go. Cody again, a nice block out in front. And the puck is tipped off a Glacier stick into the elbow, right wing elbow in the Glacier D zone. Now it's going to come across. I think it made it across the blue stripe, and the Glacier have it. Cody trying to play keep away from the Glacier right now. And this is Allison Zhu with 9:52 left to go. And she'll pivot and go from right to left. And now up the boards on the far side. Zhu dropped on a big-time check, and that's going to be a delayed call as she took a high body, just the elbows, or the hands, I should say, of the defensive player, just dropped her on the ice at neutral.
Yeah,
and that's a penalty.
Boys hockey, that's a beautiful play, and girls hockey, that's a penalty, so we'll take that. And, we had a great power play this last one, so I think we had, 8 shots on net that time period, that 2 minutes, so it'd be nice to get more shots on net and hopefully get one past this goaltender.
So McLeod will sit for 2 minutes for Brookfield on head contact there. 9:39 left to go, and third power play of the afternoon for CFM.
Another
Last one looked
face-off
better
win.
than the first, definitely.
Yes.
Zone time at least. Getting some decent rubber on the goaltender, and here they go. It is Biscuit. Fanned on it just for a moment. Works it off to her right for Cody. Top of the wheel, right side. One-timer on the ice. Fought off by Smieska and retrieved by CFM. Back to Biscuit. Looks for an opening. Shoots it at the goaltender, but a clean look by Smieska as the waters parted and she could see that
she had
puck
plenty of time to react to that.
So she'll hang on to that with 9:11 left to go in the period. And shots now 19-10 in favor of the home team, but no score up on the board yet. We're midway through the second period. This time, the Glacier win the draw. They will carry it back of their own goaltender and try to find an open ice to clear, but they can't. And it's intercepted by CFM. Cross ice pass right between the wheels. And it is Lindstrom. Oh, that was a great shot. Just floated high. The goaltender was on the left side. The right side was open. And Lindy just missed the back of the cage.
Excellent
now she works
shot.
it back to Riley Biskin. She couldn't keep it in. And the reset for CFM right here. Loose on the boards at neutral for CFM. And they got to get on sides. Here they come. Here's Biskin's going to take it herself. Riley behind the cage. Now works it off for Allison Zhu. Zhu left wing corner. Biskin comes out to meet her. And this one pops loose in the right elbow. With 28 seconds to go in the power play, it's cleared right on by Brookfield. So that'll rag some time off the clock here too. 7:59 left to go. Maybe one final rush. And Riley's going to lead it across the line and past a backhand pass to Pisher right behind her, just behind her. She was all by herself. had to collect it. And here is Lindstrom. Lindstrom bodied as she came in and dropped. She's near the end of her shift, about exhausted for number 2 here. And this one is going to deflect back out to neutral ice. So 0 for 3 so far tonight for the Sabres power play as the puck glances in behind Smieska, the goaltender for the Brookfield Glacier, the freshman goaltender. 7:20 left to go here in this second period. Comes back out to the center circle. And this is Ellie Ash with a backhand lead pass that was knocked down by the Glacier. And Ash had it pop right back to her again. So she's behind her own netminder. Aubrey Dowd coughs up the puck, hammered back in by the Glacier with 6:58 left to go. And it's going to come back out through center, just slightly into the Glacier, into the barn here. Ellie Ash rotates back, cut off there. And it's going to be Evelyn Pisher who came in, kind of weaved her way in and found an opening, and then was bodied off the puck a little bit, and it's loose on the half wall in the attacking zone for CFM. Here's Taylor Geisler with a head of steam. Now to Riley Biskin. Fanned on it, but it came right to Allison Zhu. She tried a shot on net, fought off there by Smieska. On the near side is Biskin with 6:19 left to go. And now CFM buzzing a bit here in the period. And here is Lindstrom with a shot. Tried to lift it up and hit a body out in front and deflected onto a Glacier tape here. And they will dump it all the way down into the left wing corner in the Sabres D zone. 5:57 left to go. Puck loose in the north end of the building here, the Glacier, or the Sabres defensive zone. And nice job there.
She's got her D. She's got the
Here
DP.
is Lindstrom. Lindstrom carried it with one hand and then went behind the net and tried to drop it off a backhand past Smieska, but the goaltender followed her over from right to left, or left to right from her vantage point.
Yes.
Made the save and hang on here. Shots are now 20-11 in favor of the home team.
Yeah, you know, and for Aubrey down there, she's got to stay warm, stay focused, be ready for anything. You know, we've been able to keep the puck down here and some really great opportunities. One of these is going to go in. It's just the law of averages.
There's the drop and back to action here as the puck got near the exit for the Glacier, but held in by CFM. And stepping up is Taylor Geisler. Tried to keep it in the zone but couldn't. And it's going to be taken by Tosca. Emily Tosca drops it back, top of the circle. That was a nice shot.
That was
high.
a close one.
Yep, it nearly hit the roof of the cage behind Aubrey Dowd. And just got a piece of it off her shoulder. And we're back out to neutral ice here with 5:02 left to go. On the boards, the fence right below us here with under 5 to play in the period as the puck careens into the CFM defensive zone here, and an icing call against the Glacier.
All right.
Well, this has been a much better period, I think, overall for CFM.
Yeah,
even though we don't have a score on the board yet.
No, we've had some great scoring opportunities, some close calls, and, you know, been blessed with a couple power plays where we've been able to control the puck, win the faceoff, and that one rifle by Lindstrom that just went over the net. That was a beautiful shot.
4:45, there's a face-off. CFM a clean win in the attacking zone, and getting to it first on the left wing side was Eckert, and she'll dump that one all the way down, but that's going to be an icing call here against the Glacier. Wersgala Plumbing and Heating offers a wide variety of services, from repairing leaky faucets to installing grab bars, coordinating your kitchen or bathroom. That remodel project, they can take care of that for you. Installing air purification systems, so much more. Large job or small, call the pros at Wersgala Plumbing and Heating.
One-on-one here.
Here is Meade against Kinsley Cody. Nice sweep check there by Cody to take the puck off her stick. And in transition, it's going to be CFM. Pisher races across the line. Evelyn lost it on the half wall. They got some puck support behind her. Ellie Ash dumps it right on, and that'll be turned into the left wing corner by the goaltender Smieska. This shot went wide. Ricochets out of the corner boards, and it's going to come right to Riley Biscuit. Feathers that one ahead for Allison Zhu. Cutting across the line on a backhand try was Libby Winch. And Libby took a feed from the right corner but couldn't control it. And it comes back to the point. Here's a one-timer off the mid of the goaltender.
Right there.
There's a scramble for it, and it was still loose, but they called it.
That was an early
It
whistle.
Sure was.
Wow, it didn't even look like the goalie knew where it was, and they blew that whistle, and the ref was right there. That's unfortunate.
It's going to stay in the zone for the drop, I would think, here.
No, out of the zone.
Oh, no, they're going to bring it out. Wow.
I don't know what. Must have been in the crease. Who knows?
3:30, and I think little Michaela wants a little clarification on this, too,
I think I heard the ref say something about the goaltender. I don't know.
Now, here we go. That's old news. Now we're working
back in
ahead.
their zone.
3:28 left to go. And on the march is CFM. Left wing corner. This one behind the net. Going to be picked up by the Glacier, and they'll carry it out of their own zone. Dropped in the left wing corner, and Glacier trying to get something going. Centering pass cut off there on the back check by CFM with 3:07 left to go in the period. And here they wheeling and dealing, and they shoot and score. It is McLeod who had the puck by herself. And Aubrey, there was a lot of traffic down there, and McLeod buries the puck, and they lead it 1-0 here.
They just gave her way too much time and space. No one even went after her at top of the circles, cut into the middle of the slot. That is goalie's worst nightmare right there. You know, a skater like her, too.
That.
Yeah. You know, she's a great player. You can tell she's very fast. She burnt our D just in that, just get into the zone. Yeah, and I think all our players got a little turned around and forgot to cover her up high.
Madeline McLeod.
So now we have to rebound
senior with
on
the
this.
goal at 13:57 of the second period. And the unfortunate thing, Connie, is we kind of owned that period up until
Absolutely.
then. We just didn't have anything to show for it.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx it, but that was exactly my fear, is that Aubrey would get a really hard shot when she hasn't seen anything but two other, weaker shots all period, and that is a tough job. And then for a player like McLeod, top of this, circles right there in the middle of the slot, that's a tough spot.
Yeah, she had lots of room to wheel and
a lot of time to just pick her spot.
I'll say.
Just not fair.
2:25 left to go here in the second period. Still plenty of time for CFM, but they're going to have to fight from behind. Here is Biskin with that heavy shot. That one floated a little high, though. Came across the crossbar, hit the window, and bounced out. 2:12 left to go as the Glacier will dump it in the CFM zone. No icing on that one. And tracked down by Geisler. She'll wrap it around the boards, and it's going to come loose to neutral ice. And see if we can return the favor on the Glacier here.
Come on, Libby, catch that.
Lead pass
Good job. No ice.
From Riley Biskin to Libby on that one, but couldn't hang on to it. And we got a tripping call coming up on CFM right here.
That's just an unfortunate call.
Yeah,
you're going to play
wrong place.
Yeah, you're going to play the puck. You happen to hit their skate blade and they go down. That's a tough break. She was going hard, is what you want your players to do. Go hard, get after that puck, hard forecheck, and sometimes things like that happen. Let's see how the Sabres respond here. We got Libby and Evelyn for the kill.
So Hare will take a break for a couple of minutes here, and we'll have to finish out the period shorthanded. And the Glaciers set up their power play. They go rink wide now for McLeod, who just scored. McLeod at the blue line. Dangles, drops it in the low slot.
Ooh, a lot of rebounding.
Lots of
ping pong.
chances. Yeah, exactly.
Pinball.
Came back for Meade on the blue line as well. Now they'll just kind of take their time in behind our goaltender, Aubrey Dowd. They'll work it off to the left side. Here's a drop pass for Tosca. Tosca hands it off. There's a shot.
Save.
Nice save by Dowd, but they still control. We need a clear. Here is McLeod.
Good block by Libby.
Looks it over, and a nice, like you said, a nice block. And finally
Here
hammered off the wall, and it's going to be taken on the right wing side by Evelyn Pisher. She was dragged down, but no call, and she came into the zone, and we're down to 45 seconds left to go in the period. Here is Riley Biscuit. Biscuit decided not to backhand one as it came to her and wanted to go to the forehand and really dump it down. And now it comes over on the near wing to Cody, and Kensley will wing that one all the way down with 27 seconds left to go in the period.
We got Avery and Allison out here. Avery turns and goes. She's got a nice 2-on-2.
Let's get a shorty. Here is Lindstrom. Tried to toe drag it through the defenseman's legs, but that one didn't work. And Lindstrom still on that player. She is relentless. Lindy on the wall on the far side. 5 seconds left to go. There's maybe one final shot for the Glacier. They turn it up, and the shot came off Aubrey Dowd and winds up off the glass and out of play, but time expired. And that will end the second period.
Yeah, shots 24-13 in favor of the Sabers, but the one that matters, the statistic that matters is the actual goal. So, hopefully the Sabers come out and just have a phenomenal third period here. They play better when they're behind, that sense of urgency. Excellent second period. I mean, they dominated the whole game. Even on the penalty kill, they had some opportunities to put a little bit of pressure on. So hopefully, we get some pucks behind this goaltender.
Still, like you said, lots of time left. Yes. 17 minutes of action yet. Then things can change if they can just keep that energy that they had there in the second period.
Absolutely, yeah. They can't get frustrated, and that can happen when you're facing a hot goaltender. You get frustrated, you start losing your temper, you're not focused as well. So hopefully they stay poised. Coach Hogan keeps them in perspective that, keep the shots and they keep the opportunities. One of them's going to go in.
Oh, we still have 18 seconds of penalty time to kill off, but they'll be rested, and maybe they can quickly counter with a goal and tie this one up and then seize that momentum and
absolutely
take it home.
Yeah. Hopefully this goaltender doesn't steal the game for us. Yeah, let's get some shots behind her.
Yeah, facing two pretty good goaltenders. More of a veteran last night, a freshman this time, but maybe head coach Blake Ponish found his goaltender for the year here. She's playing pretty well.
She is very, very poised. I mean, it's hard to say. Every situation is so different, but yeah.
Well, propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running, even during power outages, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose quality propane and fuels for your home or business. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. 1-0 score in favor of the visiting Brookfield Glacier today against CFM, the Sabers, and we'll get you ready for the third period as we move ahead here. Saturday afternoon hockey, and this is Sabers Hockey on WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel. We'll be back.
There's nothing like a hot shower on a cold morning, except when that shower isn't hot. If it's time for a new water heater, call the pros at Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Wurzgala installs electric heat pump water heaters that save on energy and provide faster recovery time for hot water. Call for details. Make sure there's plenty of hot water for everyone. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating at 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menomonie. See you at the Y.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by December 9th. Receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/getchecking. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 12/9/25. Insured by NCUA.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our community strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Well, we worked it through 2 periods here, and CFM down 1-0 with a second period goal by the Glacier here today, even though CFM kind of dominated that second period, spent a lot of time in the offensive zone on a power play, but nothing for it, and then, Glacier come down and drop one in behind our tender, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I was worried this was going to happen. I didn't want to jinx us, so I kept my mouth shut. It still happened, where you have a cold goaltender back there. She hasn't seen a lot all period, really. A couple easy saves, and then to get one like that where, a great skilled player is able to walk out from the sideboards, middle of the, slot, high in the slot, and have way too much time to pick her spot. That is going to be a miraculous save if goaltender is able to get a piece of that one. Unfortunately, the Sabres haven't had that same luxury. I would give hats off to Brookfield that they're able to really cause a lot of, traffic and make our players have to really work to get shots on net. And we haven't had that opportunity to have a nice, clean look and get a shot. With the one exception, I think, of Avery Lindstrom that just sailed over the top of that goaltender. We just haven't had our same opportunities of scoring chances like that.
Yeah, so they're probably breaking it down in the locker room right now to try to open up some ice here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Create some scenarios where they can.
Yeah, on the power play, you can tell that you got Allison on the one side, the right for us, and then she's passing across to Avery to get the goaltender moving on the far left, and we got to pick someone in front of the net, plant someone there to get some more traffic, get some more distraction, give Avery a little bit more time to get that release off.
All right, so we will have to kill off 18 seconds of a Glacier power play to open up the period here. Shots 24-13 for the longest time. We lagged behind in the shot department, so that just it doesn't matter in the final scorecard, but it does tell you that momentum is changing a bit, and if you can keep that up, then probably you're going to score.
Yeah, the beginning of the game, it was, like you said, it was a little quiet, a little slow to get going. Shots on net were not in our favor, and then the second period we dominated, and now we just got to get some pucks behind that net. I believe it's gonna happen. It's freshman goaltender. We have some excellent scoring, players on our team. They're gonna find the back of the net.
All right, let's hope so. We'd love to go 2-0 to start the season here for the Sabres. Right now, trailing 1-0 after 2 periods. So we'll take another break and be back in just a moment. Connie and Greg here. Sam Aberley on the video side. Colin Nichols, our radio producer today. 1-0 the score after 2 periods here. The Glacier lead the Sabres, and we'll be back. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO Radio and our YouTube channel.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Pass ahead for LeMay. Here he comes. Jackson moves in. Fires a shot. Oh, it goes in! Jackson LeMay just toasted the goaltender for the Abes, and the guy is just burning it up on the ice.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
There's nothing like a hot shower on a cold morning. Except when that shower isn't hot. If it's time for a new water heater, call the pros at Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Wurzgala installs electric heat pump water heaters that save on energy and provide faster recovery time for hot water. Call for details. Make sure there's plenty of hot water for everyone. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating at 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Back here at the Chippewa Ice Arena, 1-0 count for the Brookfield Glaciers on the road trip here today at the Chippewa Ice Arena against the hometown Sabers. They scored that at 13:57 of the period. Madeline McLeod got the goal. I don't know if I picked up the assists on that. We'll have to get that. But anyway, Madeline McLeod just had plenty of time to wheel and deal down there.
Yeah, way too much time. Yeah, she was able to just scoop it up. I mean, it started, I think she might have been the one that even, beat our D to get into the zone. And then she's able to scoop up the puck there on the sideboards.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's like in practice. You're going around the top of the circle, get to the middle of the slot.
Just fun.
Have all day.
Right.
Yep. Fire it in.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Gave her way too much time and space for a player like her.
Yeah. Both teams on the ice. Do a little final warm-up here. And Aubrey Dodd, south end of the barn, scraping up the paint, and Smieska has had a very nice afternoon, the freshman goaltender for Blake Ponish's Glacier.
Yeah, I think she's been thankful that her D have done a great job protecting her, getting our girls have to make quick shots that don't have as much time to prepare, and some of the shots have gone right into her tummy, and that's a really hard way to score. I mean, no one's done that yet, so.
Yep. Well, Wynn Family Dentistry, Dr. Daniel Wynn, Dr. Annie McLaughlin, and their team are honored to be a part of the Chippewa community. Wynn Family Dentistry, proud to support Chippewa Falls athletics. Lindy's line will start things out against Tosca and company here in the third period, and a clean win right off the draw here in the third. Back to Riley Biscuit.
Ooh, here we go.
Hammered right on net, and a chance off the big rebound. Big spit out a big rebound there for Smieska. Lindstrom was right on it, but hammered it right into the freshman tender.
Oh, they lost the puck behind there with the ice being a little wet.
I think the wetness back there hampered the breakout. And
Let's go,
here
Avery.
is Lindstrom. Lindstrom's got it right now. Will roll back along
Right
the
there.
blue
Oh.
line, and that one kicked off a skate, a Brookfield skate, and back out to neutral ice.
All right,
with
full
16
strength.
and a
Let's
quarter
go.
left. Yep. Let's get that goal. Let's tie this baby up.
Come on, Allison.
Nice job by Allison Jules, but she couldn't juke
Here we
around
go.
the Brookfield defenseman. And the right wing corner,
Right
though,
there.
is Provold. Provold left it out in front. No, she's going to carry behind the net.
Still loose.
And a
It's
crowd
loose.
gathering right in front
Okay.
of the goaltender.
Well,
And
it was not the goaltender that saved that puck, but I don't think they're going to call a penalty shot.
there was plenty of bodies right there in
Yes.
front of
Number
Spiska.
I believe it was number 7 that just kind of laid
Yep,
down.
that's McLeod.
Yep. Smart play. A lot of stuff happening.
She's a
No one
senior.
knows who was the one that made that save.
Evelyn Pisher will take the drop here
Ugh.
for CFM. They couldn't quite get it back for Riley.
Got to make
And she
hard
retreats.
passes,
Yep,
intentional
yep.
passes.
She retreated back to her own zone, and they'll have to reload right here. This is Pisher. Moves from left to right. Drops it in the right wing corner. And the Sabres give chase. They work it back
Riley.
to the point. Riley Biskin with the shot. That was off a body out in front. And ricochet right on McLeod's tape. And she's got it right now. Tried to load one up. Nice back check there by Geisler to poke the puck off her stick. And this one will go rink wide out to neutral ice. It is the Glacier in the midst of a line change here. By the way, Glacier 0 for 3 on the power play as they had 18 seconds left to go in that power play entering this period. Lifted up by Biskin and cleared out to center ice. 15 minutes exactly left to go in this one. A close one, 1-0 Glacier lead right now. And here's Allison Ju. Quickly crosses the line, left wing side. Ju dips underneath the goaltender. And we'll work it back to the point here. And it goes out of the corner onto the stick of Lindstrom. Lindy gets it back on the left point for Ellie Ash. Ash nicked that one off the boards, and it's going to come clean out to center ice for Cody. 14 and a half left to go here in the third period. Bounces off the far wall as Ellie Ash steps up, gets it, then had it poke checked off her stick, and it's going to be picked up by Schultz. Schultz moves in, fires his shot over the net into the left wing corner, and the puck is loose inside the Sabres D zone now. Finally pulled out, and here comes Lindstrom. One-on-one. Lindstrom floats into the low slot, fires a shot right into the goaltender Smieska, and she'll hang on to that.
Yeah, right into that stomach again. We got to find a way to get, pick some corners here.
Leadership, community, dedication, and teamwork. Dave Check, Victoria Check of the Check Law Office, making you part of the team. Offensive zone draw now for CFM, and poked away by Smieska into the right wing corner. It's going to be picked up by Chandler, and she'll wing it back out to neutral ice for Lukichi for the Glacier. Oh, one-timer on net, thumped aside by Aubrey Dow. That was a tough shot right on the ice, and it's loose out at center ice. Going to be taken now by Biskin. She'll go cross ice for Libby Winch. Out to center. CFM trying to track a goal here. Lead pass there for Pisher. It was poke checked off her stick, and we got a delayed call right now, a tripping call.
I think Evelyn's going to the box now,
Yep.
so we'll have a penalty kill here. But, I think Avery and Allison will be out there, and like we've talked about before, their speed and poise on the ice will be able to get a shorty.
Fisher will sit her second penalty of the game here. And a 2-minute minor for tripping.
Never good to get a penalty in the offensive zone either.
Yeah, that's right.
That one's yeah.
So the Glacier win an offensive zone draw here, and a quick shot just wide of the net from Meade, and it's going to be cleared by CFM. 13:02 left to go, third period, fourth power play of the afternoon for the Glacier. A long head-manning pass is going to be drawn in by Riley Biskin. She fanned on the puck and had to quickly get to it again, but coughed it up inside the zone, and the Glacier have it. Now they'll set up their power play. Here is McLeod. He's got the only goal of the game. McLeod passes off to her right for Eckert. Took a return pass. Eckert bobbled it a little bit, but it glances off into the right wing corner, and the Glaciers still own the zone here. 1:05 left to go in the power play. 12:21 in the game clock. Brookfield ahead 1-0 as the puck slides in behind Aubrey Dowd, and it's going to be taken there by Cody. Kinsley will aim that one right wing corner all the way down the ice. 47 seconds left to go now in the Glacier power play. Shots are 28-14 in favor of the home team, but they trail at 1-0. Hammered into the right wing corner by Brobold. So you got Brobold out there. Olivia Hare is on the ice. And Riley and Cody, the killing team right here. Pinned up against the yellow stripe and in the Glacier zone.
Rook's
Dragging
doing
some
a
time
great
off
job,
the clock.
yeah.
15 seconds left to go, and McLeod will peel it off the wall and carry it into the attacking zone. This one lifted high, ricocheted off a stick and up and out of play with 7 seconds left to go in the power play at 11:25 on the game clock here in the third.
Yeah, we don't want to run out of time, and just get panicky with that. So we hopefully we can get some momentum and stay out of the box.
Clean win here on the defensive zone draw for CFM, and we can clear it out.
There we
and
go.
They do get it.
Got Libby
so that
going up.
That should just about do it for the power play for the Glacier. And they are 0 for 4 on the man advantage, and an icing call as the Glacier recaptured the puck, but they iced it.
I don't even think they got a shot on net.
No.
Yeah.
That will bring the puck back for CFM in the Glacier zone here with 11:14 left to go in this second period.
Great penalty kill, though, by the youngster, Brooke Brovold.
Lindstrom's line out there right now. Lindy got it back for Zhu.
Right here.
Now it bounces to to Cody at the left point, and she'll scamper this one into the right wing corner, and a crowd gathers right there. A couple of CFM players, and a centering pass. It went to the goaltender. Cody's going to step up, changes places with Zhu, and it's loose on the left side of the cage, but nobody there for the home team in the white unis. And Allison Zhu with a nice back check. Picks it up, turns, goes to her forehand, a shot on net. That one fought off by Smiska into the left wing corner, and she gets some defensive help here from Schultz for the Glacier. Got it on the half wall, still inside the zone. Now it pops loose out to neutral at 10:25 left to go in the game. Here is Lindstrom, cross ice for Cody. Cody's going to carry it up. Now hands off for Brooke Brobold. The freshman comes in, tries a forehand shot. That was blocked. And the puck is going to be carried back out by the Glacier. Lindstrom quickly on the ice on the player change, and Lindy keeps the zone, left point. Now she lost it, and it's right along the stripe, and it's going to be carried back out by Brookfield. Here is Schultz. Schultz over to Panish. And the puck slides in behind Aubrey Dowd from right to left with 9:45 left to go in the game. And it pops back out to the Glacier zone. Cut off nicely on the exit pass by Libby Wench. And it's stepping up as Pisher. Just touched the puck a little bit, but it comes clean. Back for the Glacier defense. They've got it right now, carried up half midway up the zone. And it's punched right back again. And here's Evelyn Pisher. Pisher centering pass. That one didn't connect, and we've got a penalty coming up on a hook call here.
Definitely on Brookfield. They took, I think, Olivia down. That's what actually prevented, I think, Evelyn from getting that shot on net. It's like their two bodies came floating by.
So that'll even up the penalty chances here. The power plays for CFM. This will be their fourth, and, man, this would be a great time to get a goal here.
Absolutely. It's kind of getting clutch time here, 9 minutes left to go in the third period, down by 1. Got to get an opportunity. This is an excellent one to capitalize on here.
Well, look for the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week on our WOGO social media and sports channel. Follow WOGO Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Brought to you by Maurer Sperry Insurance.
Right there.
Chippewa Falls. Puck left out in front. A chance. And again, Spiska with the save. So that'll stop play here with minute 51 left to go in the power play.
Great redirect. Goaltender came up big.
9:09 remaining in this period. And there's another centering pass, and that one hit the mid of Spiska. But CFM remains in control, and a one-timer from Riley Biskin. Hit the goaltender in the chest, dropped down to her mitt, and she found it and hangs on to it. 1:37 left to go in the power play. So the face-off, left wing side for Lindstrom. Lindy with the clean win, but the pass from Riley Biskin was cut off there by Schultz. So that broke down the power play, and it's reset time for CFM. They can't quite make it up the ice, and it's going to be cut off as Schultz got in the middle of that passing lane and dropped it in right wing corner. Down to a minute 10 left to go in the power play here. 8:25 in the game clock. Time running out for CFM. Here is Lindstrom. Weaves her way down the ice into the attacking zone. Lindstrom with the drop for Provold, and they didn't connect on that.
She mishandled that one, yeah.
And it's going to be pounded back in the CFM zone. 49 seconds left to go in this power play.
Here we go, Riley.
Riley Biscuit along the wall on the far side. Carried it into the left wing corner. Now centers one up. Tipped aside off the stick of Spiska. But they still control. CFM controls. Here is Lindstrom. A riser that came off the glass behind the goaltender. And this one is going to be dumped all the way down by the Glacier with just 23 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Time running out in this power play. Time running out in the game clock. 7.5 left to go here in the third. This is Allison Zhu. Shadows and shields that puck and keeps control of it. Now it's stolen away and cleared all the way down. And time expires in this power play. So it's 5-on-5 hockey. 7:10 left in the game clock here. Shots 32-14 in favor of the home team. But they have not scored a goal yet as we hit the 7-minute mark left here in the third. Puck pops out of the zone, and it's going to go all the way down. And an icing call here against the Sabres, and they look a little winded right here.
They do look winded, absolutely. When those icings on the penalty or the power play, you got to get all the way back there, break it back out. That's a lot. We short bench. So it's showing right now in the third here.
6:52 remaining. We're back to action. Face off in the Sabres zone, and Ellie Ash has got it. Shadowed by Chandler, the much bigger Chandler, 55. Boy, she towers over everybody out there. Now it's picked up, top of the circle, right wing side. A one-timer by the Glacier, and this one loose out in front of Aubrey Dowd. Picked up, hammered off the wall by Libby Wench, and this one thrown right back at Aubrey, and she'll pounce on that one and hang on with 6:23 left to go. It's probably a good thing for Aubrey now to just hold on to that puck with a shot and give her team a little rest if she can here.
Give that little break for the line change here. Absolutely, and just stop that play, get the momentum, get the face-off back for us.
6:23. There's the face-off. Comes out of the zone, but held on to by the Glacier. They're just kind of trying to run some clock here at the end. This is Tosca. Tosca with a backhander, and she scores. Aubrey Dowd couldn't find that one, and that might be the coup de grace here.
That might be the dagger, yeah. But you know what? A lot of... CFM, they're back up there right away, wanting to get this back. They're hungry. They're not going down easy.
And the assist going to Lentz from Tosca from Lentz.
Just a backhand that just snuck into that itty-bitty spot.
10:50 the time of the goal. And boy, I tell you, with the way CFM has struggled to score here today, that's going to be tough to come back. But we still have almost 6 minutes left to go. So
yeah, you never know. If they get that one spark, that absolutely could be what helps them. And we don't know how this goaltender here responds when she does get scored on. Does she fall apart?
Puck ricochets back in the CFM zone as we go under 6 minutes to play here in this third period. CFM has got it right now, and this is Allison Zhu. Zhu looks up the ice, finds her teammate, Lindstrom. Avery Lindstrom lifted the stick of the Glacier player, and you thought that might draw a penalty, right?
I thought it might have been a something, but no, they let it go.
Yep, and into the game, why not? And the Glacier player came into Aubrey Dowd. She's okay, but boy, just glanced off our goaltender.
Yeah, the puck was loose, so we'll take that into the net because puck popped out loose there.
They're going to drop it in. No, they're going to take it all the way down since there was some goalie interference, at least out to neutral ice. So 5:12 left to go here. Down 2-0 against Brookfield. They get it back for
Kinsley Cody here.
Cody, yep. Cody's got it. Walks it up the ice through traffic.
Right
Cody
there.
centering pass. Oh,
yes!
got it in!
That away.
Nice job that time by Evelyn Pischer. Initial shot was blocked, and then she got the rebound. She hung with it.
Yes.
And Pischer with the goal here to make it 2-1.
Absolutely. Hey, here's our spot right now. Now we got to bring it, and it's got a goaltender that's maybe rattled. Let's go. Let's get some more shots on net. Excellent job.
Nice job by Cody to get it down there, too.
Oh, yeah, she made the move around that defender. Nice pass out front. Evelyn didn't just skate past the net. She stuck out front and got that rebound in.
11:58 time of the goal, and we cut the lead in half. So let's go Sabers here. There's a drop at center, loose, and Ellie Ash trying to get to it. It's going to be tapped ahead by McLeod into the right wing corner. And some urgency now for CFM. Let's see how their goaltender, Smieska, reacts to giving up her first goal of the game. And now it's back to the point, stepping up and taking the shot was Lenz. That one drifted wide on her, and it pops over her stick on the pass back to the point. She'll have to retreat and pick it up. Goes cross ice now for Eckert. Eckert will carry it into the right wing corner. She tried to head to the hole herself, cut off by Dowd, comes back to the point, blocked. Here's another shot, that one wide. Ricochets off the inboards with 4:08 left to go. Here's a one-timer through traffic from the point by Lenz. And Dowd squeezes the pads very quickly and thumps that one into the corner, and it's back into the Glacier, into the ice. Time running out, 3:50 left to go here, third period. Banged off the boards out to neutral and hauled in there by Riley Biskin. Biskin fanned on it, has to go back into the corner. That long reach helps out. Biskin now rides it to the blue line and out. And Riley Biskin trying to go coast to coast. Biskin moves in and shoots. And where did that wind up? Oh, the goaltender got it. I thought she might pick a corner around the top of the pads.
I thought that was just going to sneak past that goaltender's glove.
There was this little gap between the goaltender's pads and the left post, but somehow Smieska got it in her mitt and hangs on to that one. I thought we had the game tire right there, Connie.
I did too.
So
I don't know if we're going to call a timeout here or.
Well, no, they're just taking a time on the change here, long time on the change.
Smart.
As they get Brooke Brobold out there again. And here is Zhu to take the draw into the right wing corner. She pushes it deep, and Lindstrom's got it right now. Lindstrom trying to create, comes in the slot, stepping up is Biskin. Her shot rose on her a little bit. It's in the left wing corner. Fighting for it is Lindstrom, and this one is stopped. Nice keep there by Biskin to hold the zone, but it pops back out again. And here is Taylor Geisler. Geisler slides along the blue line. Everybody's on sides. This one goes in the right wing corner. 2:55 left to go, third period. And in the corner,
right there,
is Winch. And Zhu on the forecheck can't get to the puck. It's going to be cleared. Out to center. Avery Lindstrom, though, knocks it down. Everybody's on sides. Zhu on her wing here, heading down the slot. Centering pass right there. Little miscommunication. I think she thought Allison was going to go down the slot, and that one didn't work out.
No, Allison kind of skated past behind the net.
2:28 left to go. And here is Zhu right now, trying to dig deep with the energy level. Allison moves in, fires a shot, ricocheted off a stick, trying to leave it out in front. On her right is Evelyn Pisher, but the puck never popped back out in front, and it's cleared down in an icing call here against the Glacier, and right now might be a good time for a TO.
I'm thinking that would be the move to make, call a timeout, get your skaters, a little breather, and see what you can do here.
All right, we'll take the timeout with them. Back in 60 seconds for the final 2:08. It is 2-1 Glacier over the hometown Sabers, and we'll be back. This is Sabers hockey on WOGO and our WOGO YouTube channel. We'll be back.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a chance. There's time on the clock. There's a chance.
2-1 our score. The Brookfield Glacier had a 2-0 lead, and then it was Evelyn Pisher with the goal at 11:58. The assist going to Kinsley Cody, and that cut it in half. And you could see that the Sabres were winded here a little bit, and a good timeout call by Michaela here.
Excellent. And if Avery's down there in the faceoff, she's likely to win the draw right away. They'll probably then pull Aubrey off. Yep, she's already halfway there, and then control the puck and get some opportunities. Yep. I feel really good about this. Crash that net, get some low shots. Don't put it right into that goaltender's stomach.
If you need anything new in the glass department, new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the Glass Leaders. White City Glass. There's the offensive draw for the Sabres, and they couldn't control it. And it's going to be worked out of the zone by the Glacier. They're just trying to hold the zone and hang on to a win here with 1:55 left to go, and they've got it right now. This is Eckert. Dangles with the puck just inside the blue line, inside the Sabres into the ice, and left wing half boards here. Quickly turning to Zhu for an outlet, but that was hammered back in again, and let's see who's going to come up with it. Here is Brobo, crosses the line, weaves her way off to her left. Boy, you can see players, Riley Biskin especially, looks really tired out there, and it's one-on-one with McLeod, who's got a goal here today. McLeod with a shot, bodied a little bit, the net came off, and that will stop play here with 1:19 as Aubrey Dowd backed into her own cage a little bit.
Yeah, thankfully she did, because McLeod had a lot of opportunity, a lot of open ice there to just make a move and get the goaltender to bite and pull it back around. So glad that net came off.
Can we find a goal here to tie this one up? Into the left wing corner in our end of the ice, and here is Riley Biskin. Biskin reaches down, hits Zhu, over to Avery Lindstrom, looking for that outlet. Getting one of your best players with the puck but broke down as it entered the zone, and there's a minute left to go in regulation. The puck on our end of the ice here, just below our booth, scramble for it, and Aubrey Dowd County is still out there.
Yeah, we haven't been able to get the puck deep in their zone to control it, to pull her off at this point.
And this one floats into the right wing corner for Cody. She'll wrap it around the wall, trying to look for the quick exit here.
Got to get it out of their zone.
Still inside the zone, kicked around, and it's going to be picked up by Eckert. She'll throw it deep in the zone. Down to 25 seconds left here. A quick shot on net,
no, right.
backhand try, and the net was open and they just missed. But time running out, down to 18 seconds left to go, and the Glacier control it. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. We got to get one offensive rush here. And they tried to get it up to Lindstrom, and she couldn't control. 5 seconds, 4, 3. Glacier have it our end of the ice. 1 second, and that will do it.
Not the outcome the CFM Sabers were hoping to get there, When you outshoot a team 34-17, you don't expect to lose the game. And, excellent job by that freshman goaltender. You got to give, her credit for, just an excellent game that she played. She played the puck. She, had great angles, reaction to those one-timers, so she did a great job. And, one thing that Brookfield has, I noticed they have a goalie coach. So,
Yeah.
And then there's no diss on any other team, but, that's got to be a help,
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
Well, sometimes you win the battle, you lose the war.
Right,
I think
yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
happened here, huh?
Yep, and it's got to be a frustrating experience, but hopefully, you can use this opportunity to rebound and come out hard against the Northland Pines on Tuesday, another Wisconsin team from a different region, and just work on getting those pucks to the picking their corners and picking your spots, which I think we had some opportunities, and their goaltender came big, or we just barely missed the net.
Yeah, it was a situation where I think we started out very slow, picked it up the second period and third period as well.
Yeah, the second period, we just dominated that gameplay. Absolutely. Yep.
Well, I guess we can say it's a better start than last year, where we came out and lost our first two.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we'll
definitely.
look on the positive side of things
yes.
a little bit. Huh?
Yep. Yeah, and I think it'll be good to hear from Coach Hogan. What are some of the positive takeaways? She's a true competitor and is not going to does not like to lose by any stretch of the imagination. But as a coach, coaching young athletes, you got to find a way to say, okay, here's some great things we did.
Right.
What else do we have to improve upon?
Yep.
And then move forward the next day. New day.
New day. So we get the 25-26 season started here with a couple of girls' games and had a nice opening win, and now a tough loss, but we'll catch up with Michaela Hogan in just a moment. We'll do it on our post-game show. This is Sabres hockey. In fact, I think Coach is coming up right now. So before we go to a commercial break, let's get her on mic here and talk about this tough loss. Your team really came out better, played better in the second and third periods, but
excellent second and third period. Couldn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, just couldn't come up with the magic there at the end. What about it?
Yeah, that was their goalie's first game.
Wow.
And she played absolutely out of her mind. Run into a hot goalie. Second period, those power play opportunities were exactly what we're looking for. It's exactly how we draw it up. Couldn't get anything to fall. I definitely think we stayed up, though. We didn't let it get down. But, yeah, that's a tough one. That's a hot goalie. 34 shots on net, and a lot of them were really high-quality opportunities. So we got to learn to bury the puck, but also kudos to the goaltender there.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just saying that, hats off to her that she was able to make some of those great saves on some of those, rebounds or one-timers that we had. But a little bit, seeing some of the shots going right into her tummy, something to work on. But excellent second period after the first period started a little slow. What'd you say between the periods to get them to come out a little harder?
We talked more about our positioning in our offensive zone on our forecheck. Our F3 was sagging a little bit and drifting away, allowing them to leave with momentum on the wing to center pass and just letting them get out of their zone with speed for a 3-on-2, and that makes the forwards' job harder too because we got to back check hard. So talked a lot about that positioning. The F3 recovered a bit. They didn't really get out of our zone, honestly, in the second period after we made that adjustment. And then going into the third, there wasn't anything to say beside find one. We sitting there going, there aren't a whole lot of things. Their first goal, unfortunately, it's exactly what we talked about after the first period. Seven's their goal scorer. She's going to circle the zone. We talked about making sure we pass her off. our wing passed her off and our other wing didn't pick her up. Then the Red Sea parted, and you can't blame Aubrey. She's sniping from the hash marks. We're just hoping at that point she misses the net.
Yeah. She had lots of room out there.
We talked about that. Yep. Too much time, too much space. For a goaltender to make that save against a skater like her, it's just a remarkable save. Yeah, I mean, that is some serious puck luck there because, top right there, just right in front of your goaltender, there's way too much time to pick her spot.
Well, a fun weekend, though. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the goaltender in this case. And
I would say today she won the game for him. I mean, pretty straightforward there. Can't be too disappointed in what we brought to the table. We couldn't get them to fall, and they kind of got a cheap second one, and there we are, 2-1. Kudos, Kinsley Cody got her first point. She just decided to take the puck and go. She just said, I'm stronger than all of you. Watch this. Good feed in the middle, and Evelyn buried it. So, again, a good goal for us. We just couldn't get them to fall enough tonight.
Yeah, it was good play by Evelyn. She didn't just take the one shot and then skate to the corner. She stayed in front of the net and got her own rebound and buried it. And so hats off to her and hats off to good coaching because a lot of times you see those players take one shot and just skate off to the corner.
Yeah, we yell a lot about rebounds.
Yep.
Well, it paid off.
Okay, well, we've got you got things going, and talk to me about the rest of the season.
Yeah, we have Tuesday right away, so quick turnaround. Northland Pines here. And then we have a week off until we have Western Wisconsin. So definitely was a goal to get. Play there. Yeah, the goal was to get a couple games under our belt before we had to go play games that matter. That's the thing about today. This game didn't matter.
Yep.
In the long run of things, It's just a point on your record. So, we gotta kind of buckle down. The nice part is we play about weekly for a couple weeks here, so we have a lot of learning to do, and we have some time to do it.
Okay. Well, it's been fun start of the season here for your team, and good to see them on the ice.
Yeah. It's a fun little 24 hours.
Yeah, you bet. All right, Coach, thanks much.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you coming up for sure. And I tell you what, those kids, I think they learned a lot this weekend, didn't they?
I think they absolutely did. A lot of good learning opportunities, good experiences for a lot of those players to get more ice time, to figure out their new line mates, new defensive pairs, learn this style of play, what their role and expectation is. And you saw a lot of players stepping up for sure. Yeah,
that is for sure. All right, just couldn't create the magic.
No.
I thought, hey, we got something cooking here. At that third period, it was ticking down. Maybe we can pull the rabbit out of the hat, but it didn't happen.
No, it just wasn't. Luck wasn't on our side. Brookfield talked about not having puck luck on Friday night. I don't know that we had the best puck luck as well. Just a hot goaltender as well. And, kudos to her, freshman start, first game, and just really dominating.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break and continue with our post-game show. We'll have our Holly Bovey Names stats recap and set you up for the rest of the schedule here for hockey and WOGO Sports, so stay tuned. 2-1 loss here today, even though we dominated in the shot department, 34-17 over Brookfield, but they came out on top, so a happy bus ride down to southeast Wisconsin for them. We will continue with more. This is Sabres Hockey, WOGO Radio, and our WOGO YouTube channel.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menomonie. See you at the Y.
are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by December 9th. Receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/getchecking. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 12/9/25. Insured by NCUA.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our communities strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Well, the Sabres dropped this one 2-1 to the Brookfield Glacier. They get their 20 schools together and come up with a win up here, the co-op team. And it's time for our Holly Bovey Names You Know Stats recap, brought to you by Holly Bovey and Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Names you know right here in Chippewa Falls. Holly's been helping people move in the Chippewa Valley since 2000. You can call her at 715-577-HOME. Visit hollybovey.com or find Holly on Facebook. Well, not a whole lot of stats to talk about today when it comes to goal scoring.
Right, now when it comes to goal scoring, now you talk about goal stopping. Yeah, the story of the game is the Brookfield freshman goaltender coming up huge, making some great save. Yeah, did an excellent job. You know, end of the game, I thought for sure we had a game-tying goal with Riley Bigston, who has just a laser of a shot when she gets that time and space, which she had, and the goaltender was able to get just a piece of her glove on it, which hats off to her, like Coach Hogan said. But, yeah, absolutely. We thought we were going to have that one for sure to get that game-tying goal. Yeah,
Madeline McLeod, the senior, she led the team in scoring last year with 28 points. And, boy, she could move. And Absolutely. She had a clear lane and shot it in. That was the first goal of the game at 13:57.
Yeah, and I think, poor Aubrey, I think only had 4 shots that whole period. So here she's got 3, little drifters that come by, easy saves, and then you get leading goal scorer, excellent player, way too much time and space, circles around, gets in the top of the slot there, way too much time to pick her spot. I mean, for any goaltender to make that save is just remarkable.
So that was a 1-0 lead for them, and still lots of time. That was at 13:57 of the first. So we'll climb back in this one. But they scored the next one in the third at 10:50. That was Tosca from Lens.
Backhanded goal,
Right, and so then things are kind of looking bleak for us. 10:50 left. We had to score quickly, and we did. It was Evelyn Pisher with the goal, in the third period at 11:58, and nice assist by Cody, who kind of carried it down the ice and created that one. And so Cody gets her first point of her career, varsity career, 11:58. And then it was down to, can we somehow crash the net and come up with a goal
Yeah,
here?
you know, I could tell they called a timeout. They wanted to pull their goalie. Typically, Avery, I think, won every single face-off of that game and handily win the face-off. And I think it was a little bit of a dicey win. We didn't control it on the sideboards there. They got it out of the zone, and then we were never able to pull our goalie and get control of it after that. And then, you know, you start seeing a little bit of the panic, happening. Absolutely, it makes sense. You want to win this game. These are, competitors who don't want to lose.
Right. I think, with the short bench and only basically playing two lines, I think it kind of broke us down at the end of the game. We looked like a tired bunch here when we needed that energy the most.
Yeah, it's great when you get a lot of power plays. I can't remember how many the Sabres had, but
they had 4.
4. And then anytime you can ice the puck on the penalty kill, and now everyone has to skate all the way down and then all the way back, and that's a lot of movement. It's really easy to start, losing your momentum, and you're losing your.
And it mentally breaks down
energy.
too, I think.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
When you're exhausted.
Absolutely. Yep. You start making little mistakes. You're not able to make that finishing move to get around somebody. I saw that a little bit, but you can't get down on the Sabres. They put a lot of shots on net, a lot of good opportunities, some good rebounds. Just wasn't on their side today to get that puck past that goaltender.
Yeah. Some days you play well or at least outplay a team and you can't beat them. And today, 34-17, the Sabres outshot Brookfield, but wound up losing here at home 2-1. So they will play Northland Pines. We won't see them till after the first of the year. Our next Sabres game is going to be on the 5th of January, and that'll be home here against St. Croix. It'll be fun to see the Fusion.
Absolutely.
One of the top teams in this part of the country here.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a lot of depth, a lot of really good players to pick from. So they have the Volgren sisters. One's a junior, one's a freshman. The junior was, I think, BRC Player of the Year. The freshman's also, no one to look past at all. So good goaltending as well. They're going to be a tough team to beat, but Sabres did it last year. It definitely can do it again this year.
All right, WOGO, Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Take one final break, come back and set up the schedule for more hockey here on WOGO Radio and our YouTube channel. So we'll take this break and be back in just a few minutes to wrap things up at the Chippewa Ice Arena.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Pass ahead for LeMay. Here he comes. Jackson moves in. Fires a shot. Oh, it goes in! Jackson LeMay just toasted the goaltender for the Abes, and the guy is just burning it up on the ice.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
There's nothing like a hot shower on a cold morning. Except when that shower isn't hot. If it's time for a new water heater, call the pros at Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Wurzgala installs electric heat pump water heaters that save on energy and provide faster recovery time for hot water. Call for details. Make sure there's plenty of hot water for everyone. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating at 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
There's nothing like a hot shower on a cold morning. Except when that shower isn't hot. If it's time for a new water heater, call the pros at Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Wurzgala installs electric heat pump water heaters that save on energy and provide faster recovery time for hot water. Call for details. Make sure there's plenty of hot water for everyone. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating at 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Well, an empty arena except for the cleaning crew here.
Yes.
I thought, well, if we hung around long enough, we may have to join them, but we'll try to avoid that. But CFM with a 2-1 loss here today to Brookfield Glacier, so they will move on and play Northland Pines next week. We'll have more hockey for you next weekend. It's kind of same scenario, Connie, with boys games Friday night, and then they'll turn around and play Saturday. Baldwin-Woodville, a D2 team, but a very good D2 team, and then one of the top D1 teams coming in on Saturday, Neenah, and should be an interesting weekend for Matt Luckowitz in his second season.
Yeah, definitely going to be a huge test for them to start off with right away. You know, Baldwin, you never know what you're going to face with them being a D2 team and then going to one of the best teams. So it's going to be a challenge to potentially change their speed from the Friday night to the Saturday night. And they have a really young team. The majority of the team, just over a majority of the team, was just playing JV last year. So now we have a lot of players that are moving up to that varsity speed, and it's going to be, you know, an adjustment.
Yeah, and we'll see Brooks' brother, Drew Brovold,
yes,
who really came on strong at the end of last season for Chi-Hi Hockey as a goaltender, and we'll get our first look at the Cards hockey team.
Yes, we'll see what they have and what they've worked on over the summer and this fall.
Yeah, 6:40 Friday night, our first game for Cardinal Countdown. Puck drop at 7, and then Saturday, same as today, 12:40 pregame show. I want to thank our crew, our radio producer, Colin Nichols, Sam Aberley, our video producer up here for the YouTube channel. Connie, great to be with you again, and we'll see you next weekend.
Sounds great. Thank you.
We are out of here. A 2-1 loss for CFM against Brookfield from the Chippewa Ice Arena. This is Greg and Connie. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
WOGO, your sports station.
CFM Hockey on WOGO has been brought to you by the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Royal Credit Union, Wynn Family Dentistry, Nicolay Bank, Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating, Stelter Incorporated, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.